Welcome all to my new video. I am Nimai Das Bairagya, Assistant Professor in Agriculture Engineering Department, Haldia Institute of Technology. So today I am discussing about the topic modified atmosphere packaging. So what is modified atmosphere packaging? Uh, we know about the all types of packaging that is conventional packaging, but here some modification has been happened. That's why the name is modified atmosphere packaging. So what kind of modification is doing here? So basically when we packaging a food product or a fresh vegetable or any kind of food product, so in the packaging atmosphere there are maybe carbon dioxide, nitrogen, oxygen, and or maybe others gas are present there, but we have to modify this combination of gas, and we can select a particular gas for the particular food product, and these types of packaging is known as the modified atmosphere packaging. So, modified atmosphere packaging, what is the need of modified atmosphere packaging? Actually, for the recent report, about 50% of agricultural product are destroyed due to bad packaging or due to low quality of preservation method or many microbial attack or chemical or environmental impact. 50% of agricultural fresh products are destroyed yearly. So, for this reason, we have to modify the traditional methods of packaging and uplift the packaging method or preservation method, and we have to extend the shelf life of the fresh product, fresh vegetable, or fresh fruits, or maybe fresh meat or bakery products also. So this is the main motive to extend the shelf life by this modified atmosphere packaging. So principle of modified atmosphere packaging. So mainly in the modified atmosphere packaging, the main principle is to reduce the respiration rate. So what is responsible for the respiration of any kind of food product like vegetable fruits? This is oxygen. So if we modify the atmosphere in the packaged product by reducing the level of oxygen and increasing the level of carbon dioxide or nitrogen gas, we can decrease the rate of respiration rates. So as a result of it, by the decreasing of respiration rate, and as well as the microbial growth which are mainly responsible for the oxygen, the microbial growth also decreases by decreasing of the oxygen level. So as a result of it, microbial growth is decreases and respiration rate is decreases. That's why the shelf life of the fruits or shelf life of the vegetable is increases eventually. This is the principle of modified atmosphere packaging. So at first, the role of carbon dioxide in the modified atmosphere packaging. So majorly the carbon dioxide are used in the packaging of fish product or fishery products. So in this packaging, we decrease the oxygen level. As we know, the in general in the atmosphere there are 20.60% of oxygen is present, but if we decrease the level of oxygen and increase the level of carbon dioxide, the fish product or fishery produced product are shelf lives are therefore increases. And the microbial growth, some types of anaerobic bacteria growth also decreases by increasing of the carbon dioxide. And also carbon dioxide is soluble in water and lipid. That's why carbon dioxide is a good gas for using in this modified atmosphere packaging for shelf life extension. Next, role of carbon dioxide and role of nitrogen. So it can be used for as a filler gas of many types of packaged food, chips or biscuit, or many types of other processed food products to packaging purpose, nitrogen gas is used for the modified atmosphere packaging. So nitrogen also help to prevent the mold growth and insect attack in the packaging product. So nitrogen is used rapidly and more than the oxygen to reduce the mold growth and to reduce the insect attack, to extend the shelf life in the modified atmosphere packaging. Role of oxygen. So some food products are really need of oxygen, so some portion of oxygen are present there to survive the product quality or product texture or product taste. To uh, to uh, uh, develop these types of modified atmosphere packaging, we can use as 60% of carbon dioxide and 40% of nitrogen gas is the most suitable for this modified atmosphere packaging by using the oxygen. And also it will inhibit the growth of strictly anaerobic bacteria, but also stimulate the growth of aerobic bacteria by the using of oxygen. So here are some graphical presentation of different combination of gases uses in the different food products. At first we can see that the red meat. So red meat, there are 70% of oxygen we can use, and 20% of carbon dioxide and 10% of nitrogen gas we can use, and that's why the shelf life uh, is increased 21 days, and if we keep this product at 0 degrees Celsius. And next, this is cooked meat. So if we package the cooked meat or ready to eat meat in a packaged food products, then we have to use 100% of nitrogen to decrease the we tell that previously that to decrease the respiration rate and the microbial growth. That's why we use 100% of nitrogen, because nitrogen is not react with any types of food product. So that's why we use this 100% of nitrogen level in these types of packaging for the cooked meat or ready to eat meat product. And these types of packaging shelf life will be 10 days if we keep this product at 2 degrees Celsius. Next, poultry products. So for the poultry products, we can use 90% of carbon dioxide and 10% of nitrogen. We don't use here oxygen. So for this purpose, the shelf life is 11 days, and if we keep this poultry product at 1 degree Celsius. Okay, come to the next slide. Okay, likely if we observe the baked product or bakery product, so there we can use 30 to 80% of nitrogen and 20 to 70% of carbon dioxide for the preservation or for the packaging of the bakery product by the using of the modified atmosphere packaging. So the shelf life will be 3 months, and the temperature will be the ambient temperature, room temperature. If we keep the bakery product at room temperature, and the combination of the gases will be 30 to 80% nitrogen and 20 to 70% of carbon dioxide, then it can survive for 3 months for its good texture and for its good taste. Next, if iceberg lettuce, these types of vegetable we can preserve by using up 93 to 91% of nitrogen gas and 2 to 5% of carbon dioxide and small portion of 2% of oxygen gas we can use. Then the shelf life of this lettuce will be 21 days, and if we keep it at the 5 degrees Celsius temperature. So mechanism of modified atmosphere packaging. So here is the description of the package of the modified atmosphere packaging methods. So in the traditional method of packaging, at first we observe the traditional method of packaging. Here many types of environmental effect has been affected the product, like moisture, oxygen, ethyl, or biological microorganism growth, chemical effect, and removing of the moisture, and also decreasing of the nutrient. So these types of effects has been happened if we package the food product in a traditional method, and that's why the shelf life will be very less by effect of these types of environmental effects. So now if we keep this product at a modified atmosphere packaging by modify the oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitrogen level for the different food products, the combination will be for different. So that's also seal the water vapor and carbon dioxide, oxygen. So this package will be at first sealed, no leakage has been there. So these types of package, if we modified this combination of gas, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, the shelf life will be increased because we decreases the rate of the rate of the atmosphere of the oxygen in the packaged food product, and also the carbon dioxide level will be increased, and that's why the level of uh, the microbial growth also decreases by increasing of the carbon dioxide, because here no oxygen or minimum oxygen are present there. So this is the ideal types of packaging of a modified atmosphere package. Next, this is a table of different types of microorganism in the relevance of my modified atmosphere packaging. At first, aerobic bacteria like micrococcus, and pathogen is bacillus coccus like molds, and many more, and microphilic bacteria like lactobacillus, bacillus, and many more. And there are some anaerobic bacteria also. So this kind of clostridium are the types of pathogens which are in the group of anaerobic bacteria. So gas combination in the modified atmosphere technology for fresh bakery products. So for the bakery products like bread or biscuit, these types of products, we can keep it at the room temperature, at the ambient temperature 20 to 50 degrees, 25 degrees Celsius, and the combination of the gases will be 20 to 50% nitrogen, oxygen will be 0%, and carbon dioxide will be 50 to 80%, and the shelf life, extended shelf life will be 7%. Likely cheese, coffee bean, potato chips, tofu, paneer, that are also there for this different types of bakery products. There are different types of gas combination are there, like 20 to 90%, 25% degree temperature or ambient temperature or room temperature, and the nitrogen level 30 to 100%. Or if we keep nitrogen 30%, then carbon dioxide will be 70%, and the shelf life will be 10 days. Like coffee bean, if we keep it, the coffee bean at ambient temperature 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, then the nitrogen will be 0%, carbon dioxide will be 0%, and carbon dioxide will be 40 to 60%, and the shelf life will be extend up to 360 days. So here is the graphical presentation of the different types of bakery food products. So here for the different food products, there will be different types of uh, presentation here. So the green line will be the number of days that will be extend for the shelf life for the different food products. So now the gas combination for the fishery products. So fishery products, there are many types of fishery products are there. If these fish products will kept at 2 degrees Celsius, then the different gas combination like nitrogen 40 to 60%, oxygen will be 0%, and the carbon dioxide will be 40 to 60%. The shelf life will be 10 days. Like salmon fish, so salmon fish, it will be also kept at 2 degrees Celsius, and nitrogen will be 50%, and carbon dioxide will be 50%, and estimated shelf life will be 21 days. So likely pond, that will be kept at 2 degrees Celsius temperature, and nitrogen will be 0%, oxygen will be 0%, and carbon dioxide will be 40%. and we also kept the nitrogen rest of amount 60%, and if not nitrogen is not present there, then carbon dioxide will be 100%, and the estimated shelf life will be extended shelf life will be 10 days. So this is the graphical presentation for the different types of fish products. So orange line will denote the nitrogen level. Next, the oxygen level will be denoted by the blue line, and temperature will be denoted by the yellow, and the shelf life will be denoted by the green line. So for the different types of fish products, oily fish or tuna fish, prawn or salmon fish, so these different types of food product we can observe different types of shelf life, and the combination of gases are also different for the different types of fishes. So here the gas combination for the raw meat products. So at first the pork. For the pork, if we keep the pork at 3 degrees Celsius temperature, nitrogen will be 5 to 10%, and carbon dioxide will be 20 to 30%, and the extended shelf life will be 10 days. Like chicken breast, so it also, if we kept it 2 degrees Celsius and nitrogen 5%, 65% oxygen, and carbon dioxide will be 30%, then the shelf life will be 15 days. For the red mist, it also similar, 2 degrees Celsius kept at 2 degrees Celsius, and if the nitrogen level 1 to 5%, oxygen level 40 to 80%, and carbon dioxide 15 to 30%, then the extended shelf life will be 8 days. So this is the graphical presentation of different types of meat products like pork. Here similarly, oxygen level is denoted by the blue line, nitrogen level is denoted by the orange line, and the temperature is denoted by yellow line, and the shelf life, extended shelf life will be denoted by the green line. So for pork, beef, or red meat, poultry, for the different types of meat products, there we can observe the different types of combination are there, and shelf life also different. So now for the fresh vegetables. So for fresh vegetable, if we keep the fresh vegetable like carrot, if we keep the carrot at 5 degrees Celsius, and the combination of gas nitrogen will kept at 92%, and oxygen will be 3%, and carbon dioxide will be 5%, then the shelf life will be increases up to 60 days. If we talk about potatoes, if we keep the potato at 6 degrees Celsius temperature, and nitrogen is 92%, oxygen is 3%, and carbon dioxide will be 5%, then the shelf life of potato will be up to 90 days. So this is the different types of combination of gases for the graphical presentation for the different types of vegetable. And here we can observe by the observing the green line, the shelf life will be very more for the different types of vegetables. So now for the fresh fruits products like apple. So apple, if we keep the apple at 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, nitrogen combination of that like nitrogen 92%, oxygen 1 to 2%, and carbon dioxide 1 to 3%, then it will be extended shelf life up to 50 days. Like orange, if temperature 0 to 5% and nitrogen is 85%, oxygen 5 to 10%, and carbon dioxide 0 to 5%, then the shelf life of orange will be 16 days. So there are many types of fruits are there, and there are many types of temperature are there for keep the product, and they are respective to the temperature, there are different types of gas combination are also there for modified atmosphere storage of fruits to extend the shelf life. So here also the graphical presentation and shelf life presentation of the different types of fruits. So similarly, green line denote the shelf life, and orange line is denoted the level of nitrogen in the different types of food product for the modified atmosphere packaging. So here is a guard for the modified atmosphere storage. So the graph between the number of bacteria and the extended shelf life. So in the y-axis number of bacteria and in the x-axis extended shelf life of product. So in the traditional method, if we keep the product or package the product or storage the product in the traditional method in the normal atmospheric condition, then the shelf life will be for up to this condition. But if we keep this product in modified atmosphere condition, then the shelf life will be extended up to this. So this the arrow line is the extended shelf life better than the traditional method of preservation. So shelf life in the modified atmosphere packaging is increases in if we talk about number of days, so many number of days of shelf life will be increased than the traditional method of storage. So modified atmosphere is far more better for increasing the shelf life than the traditional method of preservation of the food products. So what are the advantages of the modified atmosphere storage? So at first it is general that to increase the shelf life, modified atmosphere storage is perfect, because yeah, we already know that the in modified atmosphere storage the shelf life is far more than the traditional method. So reduction of oxygen and increment of the carbon dioxide, that also very environment friendly for the storage purpose. So this also the delay the ripening of the fruits or vegetable. So by delaying the ripening of the fruits, it also increase the shelf life. So it also reduction the fungal effect or fungal growth or microbial growth in the modified atmosphere packaging or modified atmosphere storage. So no chemical or little bit chemical preservation has been used. So than the traditional method. So this is also a advantage for the modified atmosphere storage. And disadvantage, so there is minimum disadvantage in these types of storage. So additional investment for the machinery purpose is far more better or big than the traditional method of preservation. And risk of spoilage is high, because improper packaging or there is some leakage, there is a very high chance of spoilage the product. So plastic films are all sometimes used for that these types of modified atmosphere storage. So this is not environment friendly if we use the plastic film. So if we do the recycling method of this plastic film, then this is better. And modified atmosphere technology is but unavailable for most products in the ground level. So this is also a disadvantage of this technology, because it is a novel technology. Practically in the ground level this technology is not popularly has been spread, but this is a very unique and novel technology. In the future I think this is very important packaging method for the fresh food products or fresh poultry products or meat products or fishery products, to extend their shelf life than the traditional methods of packaging. So thank you for being here. So thank you very much